guys. I was talking to Colin, and God, he's a jerk. Looks like a hairier, naked version of Phil Swift. Okay, what? Wait. What? But we were just hanging out and playing in our house again, and, shut up! And, his head just fell off. Look at him. He looks like a sad, burnt chicken leg. I feel bad for him. This is really painful. Any idea on what to do? Don't worry, I know exactly what to do. Oh, he stopped. No, I think things are gonna be okay.
Before you keep on asking me in the comments, yes, I know that editing is not that good, but think about this. I'm a 13-year-old kid with an iPad and an iPhone only. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get this review up and running. This intro is made out of paper. It was really bad. Hey guys, I'm Alex, and today I'm reviewing two figures today, NECA 2019 and 2014 Godzilla. I have no boxes for either of them, so let's get started. Alright, let's start with the worst figure of the two. The Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man. The painting and sculpting on this figure is alright, but it can be a lot better. You may be wondering, Alex, why does his spines look like they've been dumped in yogurt? Well, I tried to paint them just to see how it would go with painting, but I'm not one of those guys, as you can clearly tell. I didn't even finish one of the sides. Like, this whole other side is not even done. Why did I think this was a good idea? Alright, before I lose brain cells, let's just get on to the flaws of this figure. First, this thing's big giant tail. But this guy's tail is horrible. With just the slightest urge, I can just pull it off. This ball joint right here is horrible. It's absolutely garbage. Like I shouldn't say it's the scum of the earth because it's just a ball, but still it's trash. Now you may be wondering, hey Alex, does this tail have any ball joints in it? Well, for a shorter answer, did Padme live after episode 3 of Star Wars? The answer is no. But the tail is the least of my concerns. The best of my concerns is the head. Hot dog, this guy better need a new neck because his head is flimsy. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3. After 3 flicks, it's gone. It's on the floor. It's on the mat that was on this table that I threw off. It's gone to the void. It's gone to the void. That's how bad this guy's ball joint on his neck is. Also, this guy has no moving mouth. Why? They could have so easily given him a moving mouth. Like, sure, this is probably one of their first Godzilla figures, but I'm the reviewer, so it's my own opinion. And my opinion is fact. Speaking of moving parts, let's get on to this guy's posability. I, too, am sorry that you have to see this image. Its head is on a stupidly small ball joint. Like, that's the ball joint. I don't think it's even a ball. It's like a half a ball. But nonetheless, it's still terrible. It's still really bad. Its head can go left and right. Even go full exorcist up in this. His waist can kind of move, but it's so limited that I'm not even counting it. His arms are basically like SH Monsters Godzilla's, except these don't have ball joints. These have up, down, left, and right thingies. Actually, I'm not sure if it's a ball joint or not, but yeah, but still. This guy's legs are very weird. They can move back 360 because sure. The knees are actually very movable, looking like it's doing some Michael Jackson dances. And the feet can also move back 360. Like I said, very weird legs. Also, the tail can move, but don't try any diagonal poses because this is what happens. And now let's get on to the better one. There he is. The painting and sculpting on this figure is actually pretty good and better than 2014 NECA. This review is probably going to be a little bit shorter because I have less flaws with this figure. My one and only flaw is the head. No, it's not like 2014 Godzilla's where it can just flick off easily. It's the movement. That hurts to watch. But the head is better because of one thing. It actually has a moving mouth. Actually, remember when I said I only really have one flaw with this figure? I just found another flaw. The painting on some parts is just horrendous. Like on the mouth. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like he has a few extra teeth growing in his gums. Another thing I want to talk about is the eyes, which I have to give them credit. They are really detailed for being super, super small. And I know this is probably not their fault. But it looks like he's going through like an existential crisis on the other side. Listen, man, you don't know what it's like. My wife was killed right in front of me by a big giant spaghetti noodle. You do not know what it's like! Also, while we're over here, this is just gonna be a little nitpick. What's that? What is that tiny little splooge? I know it had to be like painted and shaded and stuff. But what is that? Did that need to be there? If you thought I was just gonna rant on this figure, don't worry, I'm not. I actually have stuff that I really, really like about it. For one, the spines are incredible. Look at them. They're so heavily detailed. Like they look really nice. I know it's just probably like lines in it, but they look really, really nice. And I'm really glad they look like this. But there's one thing, and I mean one thing, that I prefer more than this figure than on the SH Monster Arts Godzilla. Its big giant tail! Ah! It is so bendy. It is like a wet spaghetti noodle. Look at this. I love it. I love it so much. This is a good tail. Oh, it fell, but you get what I mean. It's a good tail. Now we are finally on its posability. It has on a really tight bulge. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed me for the first time actually turning his head 360. Okay then. Okay, so remember when I said that its head has a really, really tight ball joint? Well, apparently I just didn't really move around its head enough because apparently it can really easily do a 360. So, forget that statement. The arms and the legs are literally the exact same as 2014 Godzilla's that I don't even really think I need to mention them. But unlike 2014 Godzilla, this tail actually has posability to it. Unlike this stinger that they call a tail. Alright, now it's time for size comparisons. A normal Lego figure, a big fig, a Funko Pop, SH Monster Arts 2019 Godzilla, and Marvel Legends Deluxe Size Black Panther, which is so big that goes over my setup. And now it's time to rate these figures, but the way I did it actually changed. So, remember the way I used to do it with the sad face and diamond? Well, I actually lost those. So I thought, hey, I have an idea. So these 10 construction paper yellow stick things can actually form a star. And one stick is 1 point. So if it's half a star, then it's like 5 out of 10. But if it's like a full star, then it's a 10 out of 10. The 2014 NECA Godzilla's rating is a 4 out of 10. And NECA 2019 Godzilla's a 7 out of 10. Look, this is just my own opinion, and if you like these figures, that's great. My opinion shouldn't change that. Also, I'm pretty sure Godzilla 2014's back spines are lethal weapons. Okay, so I filled this bag with air, and I want to see if it's if the 2014 Godzilla spines can, like, pop it. For the fate of science! Huh. Guess not. That was anticlimactic. Subscribe.